Hi, my name is Olajide Olagunji, and I'm the author of the book How to Resolve a Conflict, which I'd like to um, share with you on the screen. Uh, yes, How to Resolve a Conflict. This book is the textbook for the lecture series you've just joined, which is also titled How to Resolve a Conflict. And you are now in How to Resolve a Conflict Lecture 54. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the interaction today. So, what we do is read from the book and then have a discussion. Please um, endeavor to subscribe to this channel. Just press the subscribe button as we go on. Now, um, we discussing the mediator, the person of the mediator, his skills, his roles, and all of that. And we're spending a long time on the mediator because the mediator is the called the whole process of conflict mediation. Um, and so today we are discussing transactional analysis, and maybe if we have time, we want to discuss what's called partner. Once again, welcome. So I'll read transactional analysis. As the mediation progresses, the mediator should continually make transactional analysis to deal with obstacles in the process. This is one stage where a co-mediator is helpful to discuss the progress of the uh, mediation and to work out ways of moving the process forward. Okay, so transactional analysis, big word. It simply means check the state of your mediation. How are we doing this mediation? You need to check that. You're not asking the parties, you're asking yourself as a mediator. And that's why I guess it's good to have to use the 10-step mediation that I created for conflict resolution. Because with the 10 steps, you're able to know which 10 steps, which I also call a checklist, able to say, okay, where are we now? Are we in step one? Are we in step two? Are we in step 10? Okay, in step one, how are we doing? If we're in step one, how are we doing? Are we doing what we should be doing? Okay, if we're in step two, how are we doing? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing? In step nine, where are we in step nine? Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing? And then so that way you ensure that you are monitoring the progress of the mediation. Don't forget, conflict resolution is a science, and therefore there's a system to it. It is systematic, and you can't jump a step. I also mentioned that we do transaction analysis to deal with obstacles in the process. So, okay, where are we? We are here. Okay, what are the challenges? Why are we here? Why have we been here for so long? Okay, what can we do to take us forward, to move us forward? So you need to be checking what you are doing. A mediator, a good mediator, should be able to explain where he or she is, why she is there. Somebody comes in, assuming, which will not be usual because it's a confidential process. Assuming somebody comes in and asks why you doing what you are doing, you should be able to say we are doing what we are doing because this is where we are in the process. And this is what has to be done at this stage. And this is why it has to be done. And this is where we're going. That's what makes it science. It flows. It's not haphazard. You can't take step 10 before you take step 1. You can't take step 8 before you take step 6. And so you need to be sure you are doing the right thing. That's transaction analysis. I give an example of one of my students that in real life mediation, well, before the mediation, himself and one or two other students and said, well, man, these 10 steps, they are too long. So I think they tried to jump a step. Well, definitely this mediation I was watching, his mediation, he definitely jumped a step because he was probably a step 9 or so. And then the party blew up on his face. Why? What does that tell me? It tells me there was anger in there. Their feeling was still very strong about one or two things. It tells me that he had not taken step one. Step one, to understand their feelings, and step two, to deal with the feelings. Of course. So he thought he was being fast on this man. But it's a science. You can't jump a step. Of course, he would have had to go back and do the needful, which is to follow the process, follow the system. This is the mediators that follow the system that succeed. If you don't follow the system and you appear to succeed, it's only an appearance. The conflict will come back because you've short-circuited the process. You've not dealt with the issues thoroughly. So transaction analysis are very, very important. I also said here that this is a stage, and this is when you are doing analyzing what you are doing, checking, monitoring yourself, what you're doing. As I said, this is where it's good to have a co-mediator. So you have another person, another mediator to discuss the progress of the mediation and to work out ways of moving the process forward. Now, the co-mediator, I had suggested, and I believe in this lecture series, that a co-mediator could be somebody who knows the field, the profession, the background of the participant. That you don't have to be an expert in the field of the conflict to do a mediation, but it's helpful if you have a co-mediator because there's things that are probably strange to you, you don't understand. The co-mediator, because it's from the same field, the parties is able to explain, okay, this is what they're saying, So you move faster, You take all the steps, but you still move faster because you have more understanding, So I think co-mediators are great, there's a possibility that you miss a point, the co-mediator picks it, and the point you miss may be important, So that's transaction analysis. It is important for mediators to do self-monitoring of their process to make sure they are moving in the right direction, they are doing the right things, and that they are not leaving any stone unturned. So that at the end of the day, they can have as holistic as possible a settlement, if it is possible, because you can't impose a settlement. The parties decide if they want to settle or not. But your duty is to make sure you follow the process. The outcome, the end result, yes, it's owned by the parties, but the process is owned by you. You take them through the process. And so you must ensure that you do a thorough job. And that's why you should do transactional analysis as the parties progress. I'd like to stop here and then we'll continue in lecture 55. Once again, thank you for joining. I hope you learned something today. And try and apply what you are learning in this lecture series to your life situations, your business, whatever you find yourself. If I said, to a friend of mine, and I've said several, they actually conflict is the biggest industry, so it's a joy to be a mediator because we are needed. And if you are a thoroughbred mediator, which is what we're trying to achieve with this book and lecture series, or you do a little good to yourself and to the people that you help to deal with their inevitable conflict. Thanks again. Post your comments and I'll see you in lecture 55.